Well, happy Friday night to everybody on this side of the international date line, and happy Saturday morning for those that are on the Paul Cassar side of the international date line. And we are live on to give away for the Around the Layout podcast operating crew, and joining me to do that from Model Train Resource, Tony Cook.
Hey,
Tony.
Ray, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic. It's good to see you again, and so glad to spend a little bit of our Friday night together as we give away this book that you have generously donated to the cause.
Yeah, it's from our friends at White River Productions.
Awesome.
I do magazines for them, and this is Jamie Serenis that does TRP, Trains and Roads of the Past. This is one of his book series that we're giving away this evening, and it's fun stuff.
I think I posted it when we initially announced this, but books are so helpful, and the research that goes into model railroading to be able to read the prototype. I'm a big fan. I've got a big shelf. It's real off screen, but a big shelf full of books, and always good to add another one to the collection.
Absolutely. I was talking with Rudy Garbely earlier this week, and he was talking about his Port Jervis series of books and his Susquehanna series of books. And I said, I love those. Like the Susquehanna one, I think there's like a 4th or 5th volume coming out this summer, and I'm reviewing the 3rd one coming up in Model Railroad News. And again, they're dynamite for, I want to model this railroad, but what were the operations? What's the locomotives? What was the rolling stock? That Buffalo Creek is the reason I wanted to talk to Rudy. I told him, man, that Buffalo Creek Volume 2 that Garbely Publishing put out, I said, I really, really enjoyed that. It was such a fun thing seeing that terminal road in Buffalo, New York with nothing but 40-foot boxcars. They didn't even own a caboose. So very
That's
cool.
Awesome. Yeah. And it's a thing, the way I like books. I mean, you can bang around on the internet and get pieces, but when you get a book and all that information is just compiled together and somebody's done all that hard work of searching, it's just so nice to be able to do that. Again, whether you're using it for prototype research or just a history buff or just really enjoy seeing things of the past, it's nothing like a book. And, it's probably why our good friend Lee at Ron's Book stays very busy, because I think a lot of people feel that same way.
I saw a message from him recently. You see, he bought a huge collection. There's going to be a lot of kind of odd and older, and I need to catch up with him and see what all. But I think he's got a big group, and there's a new Canadian car and foundry series that he's just starting on that car builder. First one is on passenger cars, and that's available from Ron's Books. Awesome. I keep talking about all these other book companies. I guess I should show this is our book that we're giving out tonight, White River. And this is the 3rd in the Railroad Life series, Mike Bednar. And if you pick up TRP, you'll see stuff by Mike. Always fun. As you can see, it is New England railroading flavored. This is a hardcover book, $69.95 from White River Productions. And I always enjoy reading. In fact, that's what my dad calls TRP. Oh, I got the latest Mike Bednar magazine. I said, it's actually TRP. It's not, I mean, he's in there a lot, but it's not like it's the Mike Bednar magazine, but that's, But anyway, it's fun stuff that he has. It's always, I think, for those of us on the other side of the throttle that don't run trains, it's fun to read stories from the guys that did and what it was like.
Yeah, all that inside baseball stuff that we all wonder about, we get to read about, which is really, really cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a look here and see who's stopped by and saying hello. John Garvin's stopping by and got his stickers in the mail, which is awesome. Glad to, I think maybe Canadian Post, John. I can't remember which way I sent it, but nonetheless, I'm glad that it arrived. Ray, hardly catch a live. Well, you caught a live, so glad you're a listener, and we'll be listening while making dinner. Don't burn anything. Robert Castle, good to see you from Nova Scotia. Awesome. And then Rail Artist saying a big hello to everybody. And Roger Coleman stopping by and saying hello as well. And then Illinois Midland Railroad saying hello from South Texas. And hey, look at that. My good friend Kyle LeBlanc was able to stop by on a Friday night. And our good friend Eric Pacelli.
Ah, yeah.
Coinky dink, indeed. So good seeing Eric. Eric shared a neat little story. I guess he took his boys rail fanning with a real long trip, and so that was pretty cool to go see
cool.
the Susquehanna. So that was pretty neat post that he put up. Hopefully he'll share that if he hasn't already in the friends group. That'd be a good one to share, Eric. So good to see you and good to see everybody stopping by. I'll throw another picture up. And Tony showed the picture, but I'll showed the book, but I'll share a screen as well where you can see the book and get a little bit more information. So this is shop.whiteriverproductions.com.
Right, shop.whiteriverproductions.com. And there you can find all of like the hardcover railroad books, the magazines are all kept here. Things like the calendar. White River does a calendar every year. So all things White River, from coloring books to like a super coffee table book on Kansas City Southern or Shea Locomotive, something for everybody. But that's at shop.whiteriverproductions.com.
Awesome. Yeah, there's a lot of great stuff there. And I think you can even subscribe to Model Railroad News if you're when you go to shop.
All of them. The Model Railroad News, Diesel Era, Railroad Model Craftsman. I forget them all. There's like 10 magazines in the White River family now. So yeah, all sorts of something for everyone.
Awesome stuff. Well, let's get the wheel up and let's spin for a winner. What do you say, Tony?
Yeah.
Let me see if I can mess this up. And I think I got to do that. And look at that. We have a wheel to spin. So 118 names on this wheel, and I am just so humbled by all the support that I get through the operating crew, the folks that have generously given for the podcast to help keep it free of annoying car insurance commercials and help us do all the really cool special stuff that we're able to do as well. So thank you to them. And here we go. Let's find a winner. All right. Greg Davis is our winner. I thought it was going to be Roger Coleman there for a second.
It looked like it, yeah.
The breeze must have just picked up a little bit and moved the wheel. Greg Davis, congratulations. We'll get that book out to you. If you do not have your address in your Patreon profile, and this goes for everybody that's listening, please add your address, because when we start to send out stickers or if we do something like this, it's a lot easier just to go in, grab your address there. So if you neglected to put your address in, they won't send you anything. You won't get any additional junk mail, and I won't spam you. I promise. I just need to have that. So if you could make sure that's in your Patreon profile, I'd appreciate it. So Greg Davis, again, congratulations. You'll be getting that book, awesome. And you'll definitely have to share. And then Roger Coleman, good sport. That's fine. I already have a copy. So
well, good deal.
That's awesome. So
Roger is a great rail fan. Have you seen some of his pictures? I get pictures from him. It's usually always CSX stuff, and I run it in Diesel Era. And
yeah,
that he'll get in rail news a lot. I always enjoy his photography.
Yeah, Roger does a great job and does a lot of a decent focus also on neat graffiti that he picks up along trackside too. So that's pretty neat to see. So yeah, Roger, congratulations to you. A lot of folks saying congratulations to Greg for that win, and that's about wraps it up. So you and I tomorrow morning, we're going to be doing our What's Happening in Model Railroad episode. That will be out on Tuesday. I'm sure you've got a long list of stuff that we're going to be going over tomorrow. So
as always, I've been working on, in fact, I was just working on it before we came on. Yes. Trying to whittle it down to what's the top stuff.
Oh, awesome stuff. Well, Tony, thanks for joining me here on our little live here, and appreciate the support from you and White River Productions as we gave away this book to our operating crew. If you want to become a member of the operating crew, you can go to aroundthelayout.com/ATLPOC. And if you didn't get that link, just go to aroundthelayout.com, click on Operating Crew. You'll see the roster of the folks that are on the Operating Crew with a button at the top to join. So until next time, thank you everybody for stopping by. And Tony, we will see you tomorrow morning.
Thanks, Ray. Everybody have a good night.
Good night, everybody.